Okay, Phyllis Bensoussan is joining us this morning. She truly knows her job, and she's an incredible individual as well as really being good at what she does. Phyllis, how would you define your role?
Good morning, Zelda. My role is helping people to hear better and to overcome the obstacles that are in the way as to why people don't go ahead with hearing aids sometimes. So it's about educating and prescribing and helping them through the process, which is, it's an adjustment like anything else, but certainly it's doable. It's not difficult today, and that's my job, to help as many people as possible.
Okay, now, is there a health plan to offset some of the cost in some cases?
Yes, many people do have private insurance for hearing aids, although I have to be honest, it usually is not more than $300, $400, $500 that they get help. There is also the government plan. So the government does give $1,000 towards the set of hearing aids, which is really helpful.
I didn't know about that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, wearing one hearing aid as opposed to wearing two, what's the difference?
So, an example that I give patients, because I get that question all the time. We do the hearing test. They realize that they have a hearing loss, and they say, do I need to wear two? And the best example I can give is if you had an issue with your eyes and you were about to get glasses, you would never say to the person, I want one lens, but right. I don't want two lenses. I want one blank. It doesn't make sense, because if you have a problem in both eyes, you need to see and have the proper prescription. It's the same thing with hearing loss. Although the brain does adapt, if you only had one lens in your glasses, it would adapt in most cases, but you would not get the optimal.
Yeah, but there's a big difference between your eyes and your ears. I mean, your eyes are very close to each other and your ears are on either side of your head. So it seems to me that one may be sufficient, but two probably would be better.
Well, you know what? This has been studied for years and years, and I'll share with you, when I started in audiology in New York 30 years ago, the prescription was one hearing aid. Everybody got only one. We always thought one was enough. And this has been studied, and we know now that you really do need two for a couple of reasons. First of all, when you're wearing two hearing aids, you can more easily localize where sounds are coming from. So, when you hear a sound, you need to be able to know where that sound is coming from. If you're wearing one hearing aid, it feels as though everything is coming on one side. So that is safer to be able to see where sounds are coming from. And it's also more comfortable. You feel more in balance. But there is also another issue called auditory stimulation. So we do want to stimulate both auditory nerves, and that the studies suggest that does keep hearing in a more stable situation as you test it over time. So there are many reasons why two is better than one. However, like everything else, there are exceptions to the rule, and there are some cases where you can't put hearing aids in both ears. It's just for different medical reasons, or there are other reasons why it just doesn't work. So that's why it's so important for a patient to be understanding of what the professional recommendation is. It's not whether I want to wear one or two. It's whether it's better for you to wear one or two. And that's when you need your trusted professional.
That's why we need yourself. I wear one hearing aid, and Phyllis has been extremely helpful, helping me to find my way that way. It's a different thing altogether. But I think it's very important, Phyllis, that you feel comfortable with the individual that's making the choices and helping you along the way. And you have this special way of making people feel that they're at home when they meet you.
Thank you, Zelda. It is important. You must deal with someone that you're comfortable with and that you trust, because really, when you're needing a hearing aid, most people know nothing about a hearing aid, and they're just looking online. And online, you really don't know. Everything sounds great, and everything sounds wonderful, but you don't really know what's for you. And people forget that it's a medical device, and it needs a prescription. And a hearing aid is not something that you just buy online, because really most of it is the service. It's the person that you have to see, the clinic that you have to go to every few months to clean and check the hearing aid, to check your ear, make sure you haven't built up cerumen, which is the wax in the ear. There are so many parts to this, because it's not just something that you buy and goodbye. No. There's a lot of service
It's a relationship.
involved.
Absolutely.
It's a relationship, 100%.
Well, I think, that we've come of age basically with hearing aids. I mean, glasses are something most people get used to wearing, but it's taken a long time for people to feel much more comfortable with hearing aids. And I think it's because of professionals like yourself.
Thank you. We try. It really is about education and showing people the way. We have to show them how easy it can be today to improve hearing. It's just very simple.
Okay, so listen to our intros and our extra and make a note of where Phyllis is. And if you're having any hearing problems at all, let Phyllis take care of them and help you with them. Thank you so much, Phyllis.
Thank you, Zelda. And I wanted to point out that some people don't know what Spring Farm Marketplace is.
Oh, okay.
Even though that's the technical name. But most people know the plaza that we're in as
Sobeys
Plaza. That is where we're located.
Very easy to find out. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you again next week. You have an easy fast. Take care.
You.
Bye.
Bye-bye.